Alright, round two. As I mentioned, we are beginning. Uh, to those watching on the replay, hello. We're wumping. We're jumping right on in to another Supreme Draft zone. This one is Innistrad. We just did one of these, and this will be the second one of these. We'll be jumping on into, uh, wumping on into. So yeah, our previous one was a green, blue, splash black, self-mill deck powered by Ishkana and Splinter Fright. Which was a fun time. This one, who knows? Who can say? Anyway, it's the way the Supreme Draft works. You get 18 packs. You get yeah, we're on the board. You get 18 packs. You get 2 picks per pack, and you just keep rolling through them one by one by one. You pick 2 cards, you throw away the rest. Pick 2 cards, throw away the rest. And from there, that's where you go. So anyway, let's jump on into the draft. Should be a fun time. Join the draft queue, please. We will immediately pop Selfless Spirit. That's a good pick. Ooh, Selfless Spirit Subjugator. Okay. Oh, or a Sigarden Priest. Ooh. White aggro. All right. White aggro here looks good because Sigarden Priest is going to be useful in any white deck. Selfless Spirit is also going to be good in any deck. It also is a welcome turn. Spirit synergies might make it better, but also it could just work fine in a human's aggressive deck. Let's see what our packs look like. We have 5 Eldritch Moon, 7 Innistrad. Is that Shadows? 2 Innistrad proper and 4 Dark Ascension. Whoa. Okay, so we have a lot of shadows. Our deck is going to be shadows. Like, we're not going to be a travel prep deck because we only have 2 Innistrad packs. And the Dark Ascension's all in the back, so we're going to know what our deck is by then. I like these 2 picks. They keep us in a color. They keep that color nice and smooth. Subjugator Angel is also a really good one as far as like a... This is a fine flyer that also is Falter. So, yeah, Shadows. Hamlet Captain here too, yeah. I don't want to pick the Hamlet Captain immediately because I think that staying in white gives us more options. The card's name is Erupting Dreadwolf. Yeah, yes. That's the name of the card. Card's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pick my cards, thanks. Ooh, hold on. Whenever a creature comes in, pulls in its turn, exile creature from your grave, make a 1/1 flying spirit token? Yeah? Can you... Is that real? Is that good? Is that good news? What you got? You don't mill? Why don't you mill? What the hell? Bottom of the library? What? What? So obviously the Sanctifier seems fine. Yeah, the card's like gonna be fine with the Emerge deck. It's just weird that it doesn't mill. Fiendbinder is like an aggressive creature. It's a little bit more expensive than I want it to be for that body. Desperate Sentry is... fine. Like body that makes another body. I disagree. Holy... No, 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 no. You realize this card doesn't draw any cards, right? This is Tygom scheming. And there's no Delve in this set. That card's. Mm, mm. Yeah, it's not the card you think it is. I'm thinking of the Fiendbinder or the Kessig Prowler, and then like just being in a hyper aggressive deck. Ingenious Scob was a workhorse. Oh right, this was like one of the best commons in the world. Huh? I don't hate that. I think it's like Fiendbinder, Prowler, Scob, something like that. I don't like spreading flames because I don't feel like the red's where I want to be right now, and also this can't go face. It's not like 7 mana is not where I want removal in my deck that curves out at 4, right? Like the card is 6 red. You're aware of that, right? I go with the Scob. Ooh, howdy. That's expensive, but wins the game if you're doing it. Okay, sure. Also, Nearth Chaplain. Nearth Chaplain is a 3/1 lifelinker for 4 that is also 2/1/1 flyers afterwards. Yeah, okay, I'm in. How many white rares you want? Just keep picking them. All of them. These are real good stuff. We might not be at this, but this chaplain's real good. Bant spirits, uh-huh. This seems fine. All right. Angel of Floyda, okay, uh-huh. And the Spectral Rider, uh-huh, yep. That's nice, uh-huh. So we're mono white, right? Bonds is the other card that's pickable here. It's good. I really like Spectral Rider for being a low curve spirit that's also evasive. Would not hate the bonds. You're not wrong. Um, I feel like I just want to be aggressive. And like the angel is a good 4/4 for 5 that picks up my spirits, which I have a couple of. And the Spectral Rider is also a really good aggressive bit. Stitch Drake costs double blue, and I'm not convinced we're blue. Ingenious Scob is just here for the ride right now. We might see some reasons to be blue with some spirit synergies, because it looks like we have a lot of spirits, and we might like that. Um, there is a good argument for Bonds of Faith here. I'm gonna pass it, but I think there's definitely good arguments for it. So, all right, we're finally done on our rares in color, but we get us a Garden Priest, so I don't care about that. You like the red in here? All right, what's this wolf do? Yeah, Searing Blaze? Sure. Yeah, this card rules. Can I just pick this? Like, I don't need this to flip. I can just play it. Making tokens is a good thing in our deck, yeah. Near Earth Chaplain likes us making tokens. I don't see another white card I want because, like, this card's just generic, right? Like, pick up an aura and equipment is like, might happen. Alchemist Greeting is cool. It's got good madness, but, like, it's a little expensive. The Outcast is cool. I'm gonna pick the Garrison. We might not be in a. Oh, and then we got Fake Factor Fiction. Faker Fiction. All my energy into the world for the other half of the Garrison to show up. Hell yeah. Morse Garden Priest, though, is basically the best card we would want. Game Trail. Hey, you like Factor Fictions? How many Factor Fictions do you want? And why is it 4? Oh my god, look at this line. Oh, black, mill A card. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Probably gonna get a Dauntless Cathar and explosive apparatus. Yeah, see, this is Firefield, right? Again, this to me is the F-Zero. This should be the F-Zero cycle, and the name should have just all been F-Zero tracks because they did Port Town, but you do Port Town, you do Firefield, you do Mute City, you do I had a good one for the green white one as well. And then there was one that was a little bit of a stretch, which is fine. But like for you to have Firefield or Butte City or Port Town is super worth it. Anyway, Dauntless Cathar, maybe the Exploder? I don't hate the Exploder. Hope Against Hope is a little bit. This is kind of asking for trouble. It's not a. We do go super wide, so it wouldn't be the worst to have in the deck. I don't like this. I don't feel like I'm playing this, is the reason I'm not. Uncaged Fury wins you the game if you're in red. It's basically. This is basically Embercleave, right? That's Embercleave. That's the text of Embercleave that's relevant. Shrug. I'm believing this bit. I don't know. Something tells me this card might be playable in the deck with how many tokens and go wide bits we have. Corrupted. Oh, this card's really bad. This pack's really bad shit. Whelp. We take the Inspiring Captain because it's not. This card comes into play tapped and can't tap for a color unless it has a thing to target. Or to choose, not target. I don't know, Falter? Insulin Neonate? I think Falter is probably something I'd play a one of. Yeah, this Spirit? I don't know. If I'm playing red, I'd maybe play it. This card's like generically okay. I'm shrugging a lot. Like, look, this pack sucks. I'm just gonna take the chasm. Yeah, alright, let's go. Why do you want me to take inventory? There's no way I'm getting more than one of that. I like Spectral Reserves. Got flying. I like Borrowed Grace as a one of. This one I don't think is going to be active. You need Delirium to let it attack. And I don't think we're getting Delirium in this deck. We're not really a Delirium deck. I don't have any way to get the land down, and it would just be like creatures. Yeah, I'm just going to pick the Spectral Reserves. I kind of want that Borrowed Grace. I don't hate it. It's a fake overrun. But, like, also just making flying tokens seems like the way to win. Here we are, Port Town, everybody! Woo-hoo! Gotta get that good Port Town going. Anyway, that's a little loud. So Topple Guy seems fine. Because, like, this taps a creature, and if we do get the Delirium, it has this, like, really good tap ability. And it's a spirit. More Cathars wouldn't hurt, and neither would the Apothecary. I like the Apothecary. I'm just gonna let Port Town play for a while before we pick it. We don't... Sad we're not gonna pick it, but, you know. We don't have a lot of 3s, so Cathar's probably fine. Was that a mouse click in the song? I heard that.
Oh, that might be me.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, that's probably Shaq Tool. He's crunching on some Crimbles.
Hello, hello.
I was trying to wait until you were done with the pick so we could talk about the next one without me distracting you, because I think you've landed on the right ones.
I like the Apothecary Geist, but we're looking like we're almost mono red here. By the way, this is
oh yeah, this mono red. Is almost, what peak almost mono red performance
this is almost mono red, right? Like, we got 1 card, we got 2 cards. We only need like a couple more, and then we're there. Ooh.
Hanwar Garrison is the real deal in mono red.
So, for those who have never gotten to play against Tenacity, good. Tenacity, if you're anywhere near what looks like a reasonable board state at all, the game ends on the spot. Like, you gain 20 life, you win the combat, and, like, untap your entire board. Sometimes you use it to untap all your creatures for blockers. Sometimes you use it to attack, untap all of your creatures, win the combat, and gain 22 life. Sometimes you use it for lethal. You know, there's all sorts of different ways to use it. But, like, it looks a little innocuous, but trust me, the card is, like, the card that would win so many limited games in this format. So, Lunarch Inquisitors is very cool because it does like a Journey to Nowhere on the flip, but we need an equipment. So
that's kind of sad. Putting in that much work for a 4/4.
Yeah,
it's probably not it.
I like the fact that it, like, you know, it does like a Fiend Hunter is pretty nice. It's just like I have no equipment right now, and the 2/4 Spirit makes a 1/1 if Morbid is on. It also doesn't use the word morbid because
Morbid didn't make it back. Heroic didn't make it back.
Ooh.
Asterisks in both of those. Hey, Lone Rider.
Aw.
I remember liking him.
I don't have a lot of ways of making that work, but, like, right there is a Borrowed Grace that I'm probably okay playing.
So didn't we get the... What's the thing that makes 2 spirits and gains you 2 life?
Yeah, Spectral Reserves. That would be also 3rd life in the turn.
Right.
Oh,
the typical way that you do it with Lone Rider is by, like, equipping him or something. But
these work too. These are 3/1 lifelinkers.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, that'll probably be fine.
Oh yeah, you just trade him for some creature of your opponent's, and it's like, oh, by the way, second name Lone Rider. Hey, he's huge now.
Yeah, especially because Chaplain is super a card we want to die because it casts Midnight Haunting?
Flashback Lingering Souls.
It's basically Flashback Lingering Souls.
Pretty close.
Borrowed Grace is something that's, like, fine to have one of. Our deck seems to have a lot of these, like, 1/1 tokens, and like that can also be if we have a couple ways of pushing damage through, that'll feel fine. Looks like we're like joking aside, it looks like we're mono white. Like we're
Yeah, yeah.
like
Thoughts on the standard bearer?
uh, it makes a board like that, and that's like
Yeah, I mean, sort of leaning more into the token theme, right?
yeah.
But
The Devils, of course.
and it is packed with no cards for us. Sad.
Yeah, and I'd probably take some cards in case red becomes real. Inner Struggle is supremely playable.
I have a feeling we're not going to be missing an ox or a skeleton key or anything.
No. Or a shard of broken glass. I'm gonna pick the Devils and the Inner Struggle. Like, this is a pack we're effectively passing, but it's not gonna be. You need to stop saying mono white. It summons these packs. Clearly. Alright, well, let's take a look at what we got next. Oh, Lost in the Woods. Oh, and like a compelling reason to play another color. Aw. We have a lot of 1/1 spirit token generation. That's a very compelling card. Midnight Guard, one of the 1,000 creatures in the game of Magic that infinites with sorry, Midnight Guard is the one that infinites with Splinter Twin. Not with Kiki Jiki. But there's Lost in the Woods is our sideboard deck. Ooh.
Just what, this and
43
45 forests or something. No, you have to have enough that your opponent's going to mill before you, right? Like
Yeah. The other card in here I actually would like is the Tower Geist, if I'm not taking the Lost in the Woods as a joke. The card is effectively a 2/2 that draws. But with the new Mulligan rules, Lost in the Woods plus 50 forests is way stronger. Right? Because old Mulligans, it was a lot weak. Oh, hi.
they put in a Jace.
Oh, this is back when Planeswalkers were designed copy-paste. Right. I don't really care about that Jace that much. I'll be honest.
Not one of the best game-winningest limited Jaces.
No, like, you get an emblem that is flipped Arayo. We could probably pick up more Vessel and Near Earth Chaplain.
More cards that make 1/1 tokens. Okay.
What if that's our deck? What if that's our entire deck is all...
Do we have any Delirium? Vessel is there to help with that.
Topplegeist.
Topplegeist, there you go.
Which I'm including
second reason to have it, sure.
Yeah. Dude, if they play Curse of Death's Hold, then we have to get the captain down, right? That's the answer. Goodbye, Jace. Sorry, if you shut up. Like, you know, this copy-paste design was like how Planeswalkers were designed for like about a year and a half or so, it felt like.
Yep.
There were
the old +1 draw card, -2 or 3 removal spell, -1,000,000 irrelevant win condition that will never happen.
Yeah, like when I think of this card, I think of this Jace, and I think of there's an Ob Nixilis that's very, very similar.
Oh, I was thinking of a who's he? Nahiri that got printed around then.
Oh,
that was probably the most suspicious of any of them because like yes, the perfect white-red planeswalker, Jace.
Yes, like right, because it's plus for a loot, minus for exile a tapped thing or a tapped artifact, tapped creature, or untapped enchantment. Like, it doesn't have to be untapped, but And then like, but that's the thing. The fact that we both came up with a different one, I think says a lot about right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, that we gotta gather the townsfolk.
I don't hate it. I mean,
Gather the townsfolk
sorcery.
was one, yeah, like, another way of getting body going or delirium going. Uh, Gather the townsfolk is one of the more like this card has existed a lot. The like raise the alarm, like dragon fodder, 2 mana make 2/1/1s, and generally you get an upside with it. Gather the townsfolk's upside is very, very strong. Like, if you're, at 5 or less, I don't know, make 1 billion of them.
Yeah.
Just
two mana for 5 power and toughness is pretty huge.
Yeah. What does this curse do? Oh, this is the curse. The curse like a curse.
Ugh. That's a bit much.
Yeah. We have very expensive fight spell. Please note this does not say you control anywhere. That's why it is 6. That's still a little overcosted for that effect, but
Man, I remember there being good equipment in Innistrad, but I'm not seeing it.
Our last draft had the silver inlay dagger, which is
That's a pretty good one.
Not trusty machete.
I remember getting silver inlay dagger on that. What's it? The blue on one side, red on the other guy who like becomes a 5/1 or something.
Yeah, the Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, the Jekyll and Hyde guy. Yeah.
We got a cat. We got powerful cantrip. We got civilized skull.
So considering we're like mono white, how about haunted Fengraf?
It's probably fine.
Like raise dead on a land, why not?
I'm like,
we have some pretty powerful cards to raise.
What does this card do? Picking your upkeep, okay, enchant creature, picking your upkeep, top 5, creature that shares a creature type into play. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get 2 for 1 that hard. Like, it'd be sweet to put Drogskol Cavalry in play.
I'm looking at Angel of Flight Alabaster. Heck, even like Inspiring Captain wouldn't be that bad to just pull back,
right?
Get another bite at the apple.
And like having another combat trick ain't gonna hurt. This is an overlap that red and white have gotten for a long time. This specific type of trick.
Yeah, didn't red eventually get +3/+0 in first strike?
Yeah, and then white would go to like +2/+2 and text.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 packs left.
Just, oh man, Army of the Damned.
Army of the Damned. How many creature tokens do you want? All of them. We also have All-Star Deadweight. Unruly Mob seems pretty good in a deck that's like creatures that want to die and creature tokens.
Yeah, that's a counter.
Yeah.
Those are counters that go on Unruly Mob.
We also have removal possibilities.
It would be nice.
Our other pick here would be Rally the Peasants. The problem there is that we already kind of have Borrowed Grace and Tenacity that are the same card-ish.
Right. We're trying not to be red.
And I kind of want to keep this to monocolor or like 1 island or 2 island for the Drogskol Captain. So... Isn't the dude getting rebuked the dude who summons 4 dogs in Legend of the Dragoon? A little bit. Alright, All right, we get
Yeah,
these.
there's been a lot of flavors of that spell too.
Yeah,
Like destroy target attacking creature, target attacking or blocking creature, target tapped creature, target and it's
yeah.
like it's impossible for me to keep track of all of them.
Final pack. We got it, the white mythic. Oh, here it is.
Oh God.
The most powerful.
8 cost sorcery.
Yep. This card kind of notorious.
Mhm.
It was a last minute addition to the set, cutting a card that they were afraid of its power level and had to put in something that they knew would not be busted. So like a graveyard card got, like a graveyard design got thrown in there, and
So maybe we should start keeping track of every time they say this was a late addition to the set.
hey,
Because I feel like I hear that a lot.
right, but this is one where they didn't like whiff, right? This is the one where they were like,
Well,
no,
yeah, we didn't want it to be too powerful. Okay,
you got
I
it.
gotcha.
Yeah, doesn't sound like current
Yeah.
FTG. This is Dark Ascension, which is a decade old. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't care
I
about this
mean,
pack,
we'll
by the
just
way. There's
pick the
nothing
white
here.
cards, but we're not playing them. Like,
Yeah,
we're not playing any of these cards.
Chant of the Skiff-Sang. Here's a card they keep making different variants on until they finally just like, you choose 2 of 3.
Yeah,
Right?
until they made the plummet that gets to do everything.
Yeah, I just don't care about the rest of this pack. So, oh boy.
I do like Erdwall Ripper. He's an old friend of mine. That
Yeah,
guy.
this is very this is Slith text and very
Yeah, they
close
had a
to
lot of those in like Red Vampires.
Slith Firewalker. Not exact. Slith Firewalker Sliths, by the way, were the second set of cards that were kind of like this. Whirling Dervish is the oldest one, but
that guy will take you back.
yeah, Slith, they were a cycle from Mirrodin, where when they hit, they got a 1/1 counter. The one you remember is Slith Firewalker, which was like a red for a 1/1 that had that text haste and put a 1/1 counter on it. That used to be a playable creature, by the way. 2 mana 1/1 that got a +1/+1 counter. That was like what constituted a real good creature. You take a look at like, again, 15 years down the line, things have changed significantly.
Yeah, nowadays it had to be what was
Stromkirk
his stupid
Noble
name?
is the one I'm thinking
No,
of.
well, yeah, Stromkirk Noble, of course, but like fast forward to the super future of what we basically live in now, and it's Slith Firewalker, but he's black and red and has
Oh,
an
on
on death
death
trigger, right?
Yeah,
Like for
right.
damage equal to power.
Right. That's the one we have these days, where it's the
Right.
so much stronger. Anyway,
Jeez.
let's ask the only question.
Yeah, do we want blue for Drog Skull Captain? We
That's
didn't get Evolving Wilds at any point, so that's a hard sell. That said, we have so many spirits, and maybe he's just like one of our third overrun that's just slightly harder to cast than the others.
yeah. Thalia.
Spectral Rider is kind of the only card that we have that's even vaguely committal. Huh.
Yeah, Spectral Reserves, Sanctifier Souls, Tenacity, Borrowed Grace. Looking at this Hope Against Hope, that's something we could put in if we know an opponent doesn't have removal. It's very good on a go wide board.
Yeah, the only way I envisioned really using Hope Against Hope is either on like our lifelinker, and then if they do remove it, then we've gotten a big chunk out of them anyway.
Right, it
Or
goes
on the
low.
turn where it's lethal,
Right,
and it's like, okay, well.
It goes on Lone Rider, and then this Baneslayer Angel looks like hell, right?
I have come to appreciate scumbag tactics in modern Magic sets. I've been defeated by them ever since Dominaria, where there was a deck you could do that was just like small red creatures and the +2/+2 aura that made them attack every turn or something, and it's like, oh geez, I don't have anything to deal with this. No.
So this is just
Like
this is
the
something I'm.
removal of the age. Let's see, Innistrad removals. Boy, oh boy. Claustrophobia, of course, that's a big one.
Yeah. If we're talking about like killing a big, so this is like kill a big creature, right? Is what we're asking. Not
Yeah,
like dead weight level.
because right, but that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Victim.
I think there's a lot of damage and toughness based removal running around Innistrad, and other than that, we have like rebuke. Yeah,
Bonfires.
bonfire, but that's
Bonfire's not in
toughness
this.
based
Bonfire
essentially.
will not be in this one because that.
Oh, right.
Um,
Now, what am I thinking of? Devil's Play.
Devil's Play. Yes.
Um, and then there's even the red one that's supposedly like the big deal is only 13 damage. We could get
Yes.
bigger than that.
Into the like Victim of Night and Death's Caress and like there's some black removal that's just completely.
Right. Like they gotta have that, but
I don't care about this Griffin.
it's kind of meh. Like I think we've managed to get better stuff than that, right?
Like I'm looking at Rebuke or Inspiring Captain. Oh, right. This set has a Brimstone volley.
Yeah, Brimstone Volley,
That's another
but
damage.
still, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, Brimstone Volley was really primo, and we loved it, but
Yeah. The Rebuke gives us some sort of plan that isn't like the hyper on the aggression, and oddly enough, that's why I don't want to include it. In the sense that I feel like this is a deck that wants to lean on the accelerator as fast as it can, and not like if we're rebuking, I'm holding up 3 mana and waiting, right? Like if I want to be in a situation like that, I either kind of want to use like Sigarden Priest or just push through with Tenacity, Borrowed Grace, something like
right.
that.
Okay, so I'm trying to think what other stuff we have to like leave up our mana. Instants get a lot better when you have more of them. So
Uh,
what about those creatures who are like exile me from the yard? Are those sorcery
all of them
only?
have sorcery only.
Oh, you're kidding.
All of them are sorcery
What
only.
a bunch of chumps. How dare you, Near Heath Captain? You're no help.
And then if we look at our group creatures separately, it's like Activation on Vessel, Borrowed Grace, Tenacity, End of the Line.
that's that's a little
Ooh,
sad.
our Sanctifier finally got art. The Sanctifier can do
Oh,
it in instant
that's an
speed.
instant.
That is an instant.
Okay. Okay. So when you get up to rare, then you're allowed to do it on the quick.
Yeah.
I guess Drog Skull Cavalry also, but this is fine. This lets us say, oh well, there's some dangerous attacking creature of theirs that we know about. We'd better put our rebuke in.
Right. I feel like this is just one of the things too is that in the last match, like in the last draft, like when I had my claustrophobia, the one piece of removal in my entire deck, the creatures I was trying to kill weren't combat. It was like I need to kill Machias the Lunarch. I need to kill the Prophet that's making 1/1 tokens and antheming the team. Neither of those are rebukable. I can't kill them out of combat.
Hmm.
So, like that kept coming up. So, rebuke will be useful in certain matches where we're not fast enough, but we'll board there. Also, if I just need to gain 1,000,000,000 life, I have the perfect side. Anyway,
You thought you were the beatdown. Little did you know, I meant to get all of those cards in my grave. I
two,
will gain 10 life.
two, two or three. Three?
So if we do 3, then the worst possible opening hand is like Island Haunted Fengraph.
We
That's
can,
pretty out there.
we can cast everything but these two off single white.
Yeah, right? I think we could go 3. It make me a lot happier about having Drog Skull Captain in, and the islands look really dope.
Yeah.
There'll be a confusion point too. Board in our ingenious scob and get real smart with our
And our
complete lack of prowess things.
chant. You know,
Boom. That's how we shut down whatever creature is bothering us.
the Hell Zone creature. We just make it, you know, the Eldrazi shows up and we just go, no, thank you. You know? Would you like to play first? Yes, please.
No plays until 4, but we guarantee those plays.
Reasonable plays. Don't like it a ton, but I don't dislike it enough to mulligan it. That's the problem. I don't like it much, but I'm not. Hmm.
We're on the play, right?
Yes.
That's what that color indicates. Yeah, you have my permission to keep. You can blame it on me when it fails.
I just. I'm like I said, I don't dislike this enough to throw it away. Like that's my current issue, especially because I like the chaplain a lot in power level. Anyway, if our opponent plays a 1-drop and runs us over, I will. Hey, that's a card I wish I had in my deck. Damn.
Man,
Damn.
Doom Traveler.
Damn.
All we got
Doom
was
Traveler.
Sanctuary Cat.
Yeah. Well,
Haha.
I'll take plays on time.
Never didn't have a play on time.
Yep.
Look at that.
Perfect. Oh, they have the black-white, like, human sacrifice deck. Is immediately what I am told by this. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait.
Turn 3. The board is stalled. Just okay. They don't have a morbid thing that they want.
I'm just gonna play Inspiring Captain to get in.
Sounds good to me. And Inspiring Captain came back pretty recently, didn't he?
Yeah, this is a card. This is like a card we've seen a number of like variants of. I'm sorry,
Trapper Keeper, aka the
Eldrazi in this set are so goofy.
Now, okay. Ropes. we got ropes.
We do. We do.
If only there were some like prominent race of peoples on Zendikar who were also very good at ropes, who might have been able to better defend themselves against the Eldrazi. If only they knew. Ropes was the answer the whole time.
Okay. That's nice, because that means, like, the turn we can start going real hard on the spirits soon.
Yeah.
Let's combat first. I'm completely fine with us trade with Fiend Binder here.
I know. Even the spirit, yeah, it's fine. Like,
That's
that's all he was ever going to do, right?
yeah. And then Chaplain curves better next turn. Attack, activate, Captain is a 6, whereas this is like a 7. This kind of wants to be on.
That presumes that they chump, but yes.
Yeah.
The other way, that's like the only way that could work.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, then I just play the Sanctifier.
Honestly, we're drawing pretty dang well.
Yeah. We only want, I think, one more land for this deck to be, like, at full capacity, because that's, like, we have that 7-drop, and we have a Sanctifier activation.
Like repeated activations.
All right. Sure.
Huh.
Okay. I'm at 20. I don't think you're the beatdown.
They would need to follow this up with like yet another creature to be really good, right? Okay. Well.
All right. So this is like a sack outlet that's just on the board. It's once per turn, but... Alright, I'm gonna play the Sanctifier. Because next turn it can get 2. It just cares about creatures coming into play, so like we can 2 and attack. They're at 11, and they're not really putting up a lot of threat. Okay. Alright.
Well, now.
Okay, alright. Here I am looking for threat, and there it is, right on the damn table. Falcon Ramp.
This is a huge card.
And talk again, cards if you know our opponent is in correct place, I can't kill it with just rebuking it. So do I have a way to get rid of this in any way? Yeah, you hit me for some damage, sure. Near can't transform.
Wow, that was the only way that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But no, for really, I don't think we have anything that interacts with enchantments in our deck. No sack outlets either. Can't transform, can't evolve.
Alright. Your grave. I attack for 7, and they have to probably chump block with the spirit or go to 4. Going to 4 seems a little bit harsh. Any of my anthem effect, not anthem effects, but my pump effects would be really nice draws here. Just for, like, you know, tenacity is a hell of a blowout that might be lethal. +2/+0 is also something that could just be lethal. Okay, now lands are real draws too.
Nice.
Well, this gets pumped on creatures coming into play, so let's go ahead and pre-combat our spells. Yeah.
So the only thing I'm thinking they could be holding is that trick that we saw, the +2/+1 first strike.
Yeah. There's a...
Or +2/+0 first strike.
There is a black +3/+1 lifelink trick.
Whoa, wild.
Yeah, for black 1. That's not enough to do anything, mind you, but it is real. Alright, now it's going to be hard for them to actually make, like, forward progress on our board. Every draw in our deck is live next turn. Because Drogskill Cavalry is played if we draw land, and if we do not draw land, then we, you know, have drawn a live card. So, and Drogskill Cavalry also is pretty nice at, like, offsetting the Falconwrath Noble. And is hexproof. Seconds off hexproof.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Drogskill Captain is a hell card. It's extremely good.
yeah, no wonder that still makes it into like modern.
Yeah. If you have 2 of them, your entire board is hexproof. A 7? Farbog Bone Flinger. Alright, goodbye, Drogskill Captain.
Hook! Flung a bone.
Bone flung. Bone status flung.
Okay, well that's a creature in our grave. So,
Yeah, could be worse.
gets to return. Was that the bone upper?
I disagree
Ooh.
with that move. That's nice. Intimidate.
So they could block it with the 3/2.
Yeah, and that's the only creature they could block it with. Anyway, we pre-combat it because it pumps our Sanctifier. And then I think we just get in. My hope would be double block Sanctifier. Okay. So we're going to get drained 4 here. I'm going to go ahead and activate this for a little bit more damage then. Anyway, here's the power of Falconwrath Noble.
Yeah, this is Falconwrath Noble doing his thing.
Oh, God. Yup.
I will note that card has yet to attack. Fine, Intimidator, go get him. Fine, it's fine.
Sanctifier also gets to get in here. They're on 1 card in hand. Okay. Put them to 4. Next turn we can just all out and win before the triggers, so... Okay.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh!
Falconwrath Noble deck, huh?
Oh, God, alright. They basically ran out of, like, they just needed bodies. That's literally all they needed to win that, was, like, 1 or 2 more literal bodies anywhere.
Yeah, that's completely horrifying.
Okay. Well, anything I don't like in this matchup? Better question. I don't think I have anything in the board that like interacts with. No, nothing in the board that interacts with.
Not really. Unless you want to go to the Lost in the Woods plan.
Sadly, they could beat us on it. All they'd have to do is like have 1 sack outlet, right?
It's true, but we didn't see any.
We did. They had a.
Wait.
They did. They had.
Oh, they had that enchantment.
Yeah.
So the enchantment. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's how they beat Lost in the Woods. They enchant their own creature and keep sacking creatures to move it around.
I don't see much else here that I'm super excited about. A black deck is not somewhere I want to bring in Hope Against Hope again. Especially a deck with like a pacifism too. The only removal we have in red is Inner Struggle, which could kill it. But I kind of think the Drogskull Captain itself is a more important card. And like Falter doesn't.
Well, Magmatic Chasm doesn't even get past that guy.
Yeah.
This invincible guy.
Archangel's Light save us!
Oh, right. We'll just gain a whole bunch of life back when we've been draining our graveyard of creatures in a bunch of ways.
Hi.
Yeah, so Garden Priest isn't going to be absolutely the best because they have like old humans, but
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure he will have targets.
Yeah. Like, they'll have, again, Falcoranth Noble at the worst. So, all right, we're going to wait on Haunted Fengraf until we need it.
Wait, did they really reprint Abyssinian Priest just with the new worship? Like,
Yes.
they went all Lloyd's Talisman on us?
Yes. This
That's
is
that's kind of cute, actually. I like that.
fair.
Cool.
Gathering some townsfolk. Can't believe Avacyn is fucking dead. Yeah. All right. 4-drop. Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Do you want to try to bonk him in combat with the tenacity?
Probably use the grace, but yes,
Oh, well.
yes, yeah, 100%. I agree with the idea because that is a card I want off the table. They'll start drawing way too much. Okay. So we need to win this one quicker rather than, you know. We have good cards for winning this fast. Like, this Chaplain builds a board and we can just, like, borrow Grace Tenacity and just be like, huh.
Well, that sure is a sack outlet.
9/9. Okay.
That did say activate only as a sorcery, right?
It did.
Okay. There's no, like, block, sack the human on a 9/9 now.
Oh! I'm gonna. I'm gonna bring in the Chaplain. Okay. Creatures you control get +2 power. No thanks. That's 3 to flashback.
Yeah, the flashback on that makes it feel not so bad.
Yeah, that's why I was fine
Two
with
for one
like the 2
ourselves.
for 1ing on that.
We get a big chunk of life out of it too.
Oh, nice. That's not power.
Haha!
Good.
I mean, it will be once it dies and does the other thing. And man, why you gotta have like stuff that we want?
Okay.
Let's beat them up and take it.
Okay. All right. I'm
Oh,
not sad to see that.
yeah, no kidding.
Play my own cavalry here, I think, and then like trade with their cavalry, and then we each make, or sorry, not cavalry, Cathar.
Hmm.
Cathar for the Cathar. Again, I kind of want
All
the.
magic is Chandelar, but what if it was?
Yeah, what if. Actually, if they attack with a Silver Inlay Dagger on Cathar, I might just take 5. Oh no.
Wow, busted. Guess we'll activate. We've been caught. Yo, Geistcatcher's rig was always legit. Like,
Yeah. We got busted. Ooh. Alright. here's some flyers. Here's Lone Rider.
I like how they played Mentor of the Meek and followed it up with 0 creatures that could trigger it. Like, just increasingly huge creatures. They're gonna have another one. Oh no, they can draw a Firebog Bone Flinger.
Is that gonna get my Lone Rider? Sure. Okay. This is a little bit annoying. I'm like, so I can block it, and that'll let me trigger my Dauntless Cathar, but it also lets them trigger their Mentor of the Meek again. Right? Like.
Yeah.
I think if I'm winning, I just need to have enough air pressure. It's not a draw 2. This makes 1 token.
Yeah, it was our guy who
Yeah.
made 2. Yeah.
Still a pain, and like very much that is a question I'm asking, but oh, we have 3 card types? Okay.
So Haunted Fengraf would make 4. It gets us further away from Drogskull Cavalry, of course. But
Yeah. Ooh, I have a plan for this turn.
Boop. The Geist Catcher's rig was toppled by a Geist.
Instant is not one of the card types I need down there.
Right. I'm not surprised that, yeah, no surprise that the Mentor doesn't get it on the blocking.
Yeah.
He's way too, like, he's way too valuable.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill them with flyers in the air. Like, just lethal flyers. Yep, so. There's that move.
Interesting. Huh.
Your Mentor of the Meek sucks now. Haha. Gotcha. Boom. Can't believe they've been roasted in this manner. Anyway.
Wow, and Vigilance. Messed up.
Yeah.
Captain looking pretty good.
I think Captain and then Tenacity the turn after.
Mm-hmm.
My own anthem. Okay.
Okay, now they just don't draw dead weight, and we're good.
Yeah. Yup. 3 at instant? 3 at instant. No, 4. They have to pull 4 damage at instant out of here?
Oh, we cast the card that does that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so I
There's
get.
even like another copy of it in the.
So I
the one
guess I
that's
have to
back.
block this.
Yeah. I mean, we might have talked ourselves out of a win with this, but I mean,
I couldn't care less about that.
all right, perfect. Now they do absolutely nothing else. Damn it.
Yeah, we just did, huh? Yeah, blocking that did lose me the that there. All right, so how do I not lose here? Angel. I don't think I care enough to go kill Liliana here. How many creatures are in my grave? Enough that if I sack the land, I would have Delirium, and this is on their upkeep. So we can use that to tap the... God, I think I have to play Angel of Flight Alabaster and pass? Is that what this looks like? Are there any attacks that make sense here? Yeah. I have hexproof on the spirits so that they can't be killed here. Okay. And I don't care about discarding a card because Draw Skull Cavalry is a free discard right now. We're never getting this to that. That sucks. The reason I don't like that is because it's a redraw. I don't care about the body that much because I think we just win next turn. But the redraw is very bad. Okay, land.
Right.
All right. I
They can
think.
free pick up Liliana.
Yeah, I think this is game then. So.
Yeah, drop the cavalry. That's pretty clear.
And then. Sure.
I mean, that's kind of equivalent to the mentor, right?
They just don't want the
Oh, I
mentor to be
see.
in combat. And then. From here, I go. Block. I think I have to chump Farblock Boneflinger. They move over to Angel and then pass. Yeah. If they don't move over to Angel, they lose. Okay. I wonder where I'll land here.
Aha, triggered abilities.
Yep. I do not know. How we get out of this one. They have a Vigilance Tapper, which means they can attack and then tap post blocks. If I sack that Fengraph... I want to draw a land here so I can Selfless Spirit and sack the Fengraph, or sack the Spirit and Tenacity here. Selfless Spirit doesn't buy us a turn because of the Priest pushing through.
Yeah, being able to attack and then activate
They
on
should
Drog's Captain.
They should be able to tap down enough of my blockers. I think that's what I have to do, though, is Selfless Spirit, Unruly Mob, pass. And then...
That's what I was thinking of.
The problem there is that I lose my Tenacity. I am looping this. I just have to see if looping this is enough. Or if they go for like an edict on me or something. Can I afford to attack Liliana here? Two blockers? No. I need 3 blockers. If I attack Liliana and take down Liliana, I would keep the Tenacity, but I would lose the...
Well, if you attack with the Drog's Captain, I think that's still good
But
because it's getting tapped anyway,
they
and it's the only creature of yours that
True.
they can tap.
They can't tap the Unruly Mob.
It is a human.
So...
that's the only reason that I like this.
Okay. All right. And we have hexproof on everything else. Oh, good God.
Right?
Okay.
It's a harrowing place to be, and we got here because of cowardice. But
Yeah. Clearly
we began with boldness.
Should not have
we
blocked
found our
that.
cowardice.
Yeah. Catching up on draft 1, had a thought. Could you moon mist the flip Drace for In's Prodigy? The ones that are humans, I think so, because it just says transform it, and then it'll flip. Flip. They figured it out.
Oh, but they can tap the angel.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I didn't think I had a winning play anywhere, so.
Okay, correctly not letting us get to blocks.
Yep, okay.
Good.
Damn it. Yeah, so I threw that one. That sucked. Okay, let's try not doing that, and then that they have a Liliana. Good to know. Liliana's not too powerful against us because we have so many of these like things we can just pitch and a lot of evasive creatures.
Yeah, they just work from the art anyway.
Yeah.
So
This looks fine. Yeah, I don't actually like. I know that they'll flip. I don't know the actual text of those walkers to be able to fully answer that question because I think they like exile and transform, but it will transform them. It just might not work the way you want it to. Also, it won't work on the ones that aren't humans because Moon Mist, I think, just says transform all humans. All right, I like Unruly Mob here. I don't think I care about Lone Rider here. I want the Spirit first. This is a more aggressive play.
We're not here to take out loans.
Lone Rider comes down with the Near Chaplain, right? Like that's just the move there.
Time to get unruly.
And Liliana would be a pretty bold play here in an empty board. That pacifism is very good, by the way. The one that they can just like move around.
Yeah, no kidding.
You got it, boss.
It'd be pretty sweet if we actually get to attack with that thing.
Yeah, I would throw it away into a bigger body. If they play like Pillar Field Ox, I would run it in. Okay.
Well, you have your chance. This is kind of sweet, actually.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. We get to make 2 plays? That is sick.
Yep.
They're probably like, oh, they want to activate more of it. I'll take it.
And then a card that requires removal. 4/4 first strike trample lifelink.
Hello.
It that rides as one. This is like immediately getting arrested, right? Go to jail. Go directly to jail.
Interesting.
That's not enough to stop me from. Okay, sure. Okay, now it went to jail.
No, it's not human anymore, is it?
No, it's an Eldrazi horror. Anyway.
Yeah, Intimidate isn't looking so hot now. But
Yeah.
lifelink on that guy. It's doing some work.
A lot of mana out of our opponent here. No double black. Always with that's gonna kill Unruly Mob, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if it kills anything else, then Unruly Mob gets too big.
Somehow that oh shit. That card's been doing heavy lifting. Vigilance says that my 2/2 is basically never attacking. I want to play Drog Skull Cavalry. Every draw is cool here. So anyway.
I dig it.
So, you need a kill spell. Oh my god.
God. Okay. Perfect perfect thing that. Not only is it a kill spell, it's a huge body now too.
Yeah.
Our ghosts have been busted.
Alright. Yep. Next turn we can try and roll some dice. I wanted that lifelink pretty bad there. They're out of cards in hand. If I can answer this board, we're good. It's just if. You know? Alright. Yep. Taking a bunch of damage here. No blocks. The perfect answer. Alright. So what, we draw Drog Skull here? Don't hate that. I'd probably go with Chaplain Cathar here. Just try to get as much of a board as possible.
Yeah, I think it's our best bet.
Because if I can kill the Fiend Binder in combat, like, that removes a lot of their threat. And, like, right now they can't attack with Fiend Binder without it dying, now that we have this many bodies in play. I think this is Geist Catcher's Rig just eating a spirit. Okay. Sure wish I had enchantment removal. That's a...
Yeah. Like that or any kind of sacrifice.
Did not realize how much we needed that
Goodness.
here, specifically. Come on. What are you doing in the end step? What are we doing here? Okay, roll the bones. How much damage can I afford to push in right now? I think 2 spirits? Like, I need to clearly get the clock going. It's just, how long do I have, right?
Mm.
Fuck.
That's probably the door slammed shut on the game.
Yeah. I believe that we are fully busted unless... What, tenacity off the top? Yeah, I think that's what we have to do here. Yeah, that takes what I was looking at as a pretty reasonable, like, board state we might be able to buy back out of into game set, right? That's a little late. Alright.
Yeah. Dang.
All for our block in game 2, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Falconround Noble's incredibly powerful. Sadly, Drogskull Cavalry needs you to untap. It's a bit expensive for what we're doing, but I like having a game closer at that stage.
I mean, I don't hate it just because Geistcatcher's rig exists. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you get ghost busted for playing
Ooh,
ghosts. That's
I like this. Okay. Okay. So ramping. Can't tap the ramper there, but hopefully can tap whatever it ramps into. We have like some evasive bodies with like, if we draw one of our blue sources, the game just falls over, I believe, in our favor. So,
humans.
yikes.
What a wild card.
Yeah. They missed the land drop. Deeply thinking about attacking there.
I don't like that much.
And that's why I didn't do it. Hmm. Hmm.
I'd be a little more suspicious of this attack if their cards did not have text.
Sadly, their cards literally have the exact text that makes that attack good, huh? Like,
Kinda, yeah.
alright, 1/1 tokens actually make it pretty nice for blocking on them. You know, we can throw 1 in front of it and kind of force a movement. Ambush Viper. Don't do it. Alright, fine.
Green Doomblade, you say?
Oh, alright. I can activate that. I think we just get the angel going here. Like,
Yeah, I don't see why not. They're clearly off of land and maybe even a color.
yeah. This is just them using the vessel. Island, captive, forest, weirding. Okay, so they've grabbed an island, so that is their color.
All right, that Vessel of Nascency is probably their grease then, because there's a lot of like blue self-mill kind of stuff.
Yeah. 8 cards in hand. They didn't play their island?
Are they trying to back up to where they could? Oh dear. Oh, opponent, I'm so sorry if true.
Speaking of islands,
Oh, this is kind of gross.
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Good concession. Get yourself a hot dog, come on back. Blue-green.
You might want that rebuke. Like, there's definitely creatures in blue-green, especially like with their ability to just be like, throw a billion 1/1 counters on one creature or something like that.
Mm. What leaves to put that in?
I don't know.
A Guardian Priest, maybe? Because they have too many humans. And it's just kind of a squire.
They had they did mill like
They did mill through non-humans, it's true.
yeah.
They're just, our man who's a removal spell or a removal spell that's a removal spell, right?
Yeah. Or I just keep
That's
this
kind of
as is and
Okay.
roll with it. See what
I
we
like
need
that fine
3.
too.
Again, fine here. We get a nice curve.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Oh man, our Vessel of Ephemera
That's a card in our
will
deck.
help us get to Delirium.
4R.
Doppelgeist, you're in the wrong order, buddy. We could have been attacking with you. But it's fine late for the ETB tap.
Oh.
Are we getting ambushed?
I'll accept it. That's still a 1-for-1. So, missing land
not
drops.
today, are we?
Huh? Well,
that was the only way they could envision getting a creature in their grave. Or
so the Lost in the Woods would have got smoked.
Okay, that doesn't feel great, but we did kind of. We had a good game against a much better functioning opponent there. You can just imagine interesting things happening. And us using the Topplegeist on turn 7 to tap a crucial blocker and swinging in and all that.
All right. Yeah, dang. Like, again, like, they had multiple, like, 2-landers, but the first one they had, like, Vessel plus a mana creature, so it wasn't nearly as bad. All right. The Trickster. Reasonable looking. I could burn Borrowed Grace to flip Lone Rider.
I would do it if it came along with
Combat
winning a combat.
Yeah. I agree with that. Spectral Reserves also does it if we get the 1 point with lifelink. Also, near Heath, Chaplain does. Yeah, we have ways. Ooh, this is a good one. That one's very good. Oh. Alright. Don't like not having the 3rd land, but at least we'll have some plays. This block has a lot of these, like, powerful mana creatures just hanging out. Wow, they are ramping. What? Okay. Yeah, just the Cathar.
Yeah. Again, I think burning the trick just to get our guy big is a waste.
Yeah, that can work out a lot better, especially we have multiple of our go wide.
Right? Like, look at all this. We can squeeze a little extra value out of our Borrowed Grace than that, I think.
Yeah. I like the idea that I can catch them in combat with it. That's actually really nice, but we'll see how that functions. They are super ramp, though. I probably have some biggies.
What is Warden of the Wall?
So it comes in tapped, taps for colorless, and is a 2/3 flying gargoyle on our turn.
Huh.
So, mana rock that they can use as like
Weird.
a defender as well. Which,
I think it's pretty slick that they managed to do that without using the word defender.
Yeah, you can attack and doesn't have a defender. You know, Terrarian is in here because it works well with Delirium bits. You know, artifact in the yard.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want to reprint Traveler's Amulet.
Right. Again. Goodness, you have how much mana here? 6? This is what, turn 4? Alright, they're in a good spot if they can get some nice. Innistrad has a lot of cards that are like a concept in a card that works really, like, this being the gargoyle that comes awake at night to, defend the ramparts. That's one of the things they went for with both.
Well, you know what? That would work on either side, I think.
Fair.
Gross.
Okay.
An outlet for all that ramp, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about there. His hand's
Already,
like a
well.
mighty 4 heavy.
Yeah, we are the ones getting not enough lands to attack our
Grimoire
of the Dead.
Holy shit. They have one card in it. Our opponent rules, by the way. I don't know if this was apparent by the fact that they played Grimoire of the Dead with like no hand. Like, you have to discard for this thing. Clearly they know what they're doing. It takes like 4 turns for that to activate.
Right? Currently, there's not even any creatures to bring back, really.
No, not really.
I mean, I guess we can help them out in this regard, but...
I want the Elder off the table. I also can't do anything right now.
Ah, that would give us something to do with our mana, please.
I beg of you. No. Elder. Yes. No, Elder. Sure. Screw it.
Okay, good enough.
Screw
I use
it.
for our mana. You fool.
Get him. Get him.
You borrow some grace here. Just gonna grace it up with a little grace. Grace the pan.
Here it comes. One counter on the Grimoire. They discarded your werewolves have +1/+1.
Enchantment with flash. Oh, that has flash so that you can transform your werewolves and then do it on your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
They played the Fengraf instead of discarding it. So, cool thing, this is an artifact, not a creature. So, I don't care about their, Okay, so they get back Uvenwald captive because it's the only creature down there? Yep.
And then discard it to the
Then
Grimoire of the
just go to
Dead?
the Grimoire of the Dead.
That no, okay.
Okay.
I was about to say, because there would have been an easier way to do all that.
I don't know. There's no easier way to have done that. I'm pretty sure that that's the easiest
Okay.
possible. Guess we just start playing Chaplains.
Yeah, I like it.
Reserves wouldn't be. Hold on. They're actually pretty low. Reserves might actually be better for evasion.
Reserves follow up with Captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, just get them in the air. They don't have answers to that. And also, reserves doesn't go to the yard as something they can steal back. Yeah.
Ooh, true.
Yeah, this is all graves.
I mean, it has to have some upside for taking a million years to work, and then
The Grimoire of the Dead. It's just the Necronomicon Tome of Eternal Darkness bullshit here. I like it.
there are a lot of good designs that came out of Innistrad.
Yeah.
I'm happy about a lot of them. Also, cool hats. Maybe I miss Innistrad. It got done dirty that once, that twice. Shit. Okay, maybe Innistrad gets done dirty a lot. But dang it.
Alright. Okay, they played a creature.
Ooh, Dark Thicket Wolf. Classic.
On the beatdown, I will take the hit. No blocks.
Gonna pump that?
Okay.
No. Interesting.
Oh. 2 in the air and play lethal damage and flyers. Just checking for Secret Reach.
Right, Secret Reach on the flip side or something. Oh man.
I know, like, I have been.
How much of a beating would that be?
Secret Reach is a thing that's a lot more common these days, but it's just one of those things that I have to keep looking for. How much worse than current standard could Return to Innistrad be? Guess what? Return to Innistrad is the set coming up in.
Oh yeah, we get to have Werewolves of Innistrad and Vampires of Innistrad.
All right. Well, we're up a game, and this is the last one, so.
Oh, it's time. Oh, I am down to clown. Hell yes.
I think I only need to go like plus a couple against this opponent.
Okay.
Like, not too many.
Clearly, there's some ideal number of lands, right? We're probably going to be mulliganing a couple times too.
I think it's just 40. I think I only need to be up 1 card.
Okay.
I don't think
I trust you. Well, I've never done this.
Well, because they don't have any mill for me, because they're green. They're green black. Their mill's going to be self-targeting, and I need at least 1 more because I'm on the draw here. So if they're at 40 and I'm at 40, and they realize what's going on, they deck me. So we go to 41. That gives us best odds of finding this on the mulligan. By the way, we're going to mulligan quite heavily. We get 7 looks.
This does have the this does have all the lands we need.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll keep.
Well, that was pretty harrowing.
All right. So now we need to draw it in the next, 5 draws.
I don't know. Maybe they start out slow.
Yeah, we know it's in the top 30-some of the deck.
I mean, we did put 6 forests on the bottom, right? Yeah, we're not casting spells, so all of their werewolves are transformed.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
They were pre-boarded for us.
How did they next level us?
Pre-boarded.
Constant transform. 2 spells from them, no spells from us, and it transforms.
Okay, we get one look, 2 looks here. Because they don't have lethal on us right now. Elder Laurels. Oh my god, the Grimoire.
Where are our cards? No, where is our card?
Where's our card?
We have 1 non-forest card in the deck currently.
Where's our card? We'll find it. We get 2 looks. Oh my god, they're just going for the Grimoire. They probably know exactly what we did.
Come on, let's slam it.
It has to be just ripped off the top here.
That's kind of a cool card.
Yo, let's go, everybody!
We're good.
All right, we live. Go.
Oh, we did it. We did it, gang. Go ahead, attack.
Forest.
Get lost in the woods,
forest. This is the only way this could have worked. You know that. This is the only way it could have possibly happened.
The iron defense? No, this is the wooden defense.
Yes, this is a different style of defense. The wooden defense.
So the new question becomes: do they have a means in their entire deck to win without combat damage? They've gotten us to 6.
They have a sack outlet.
That's pretty low.
This is the most illegal move in all of Innistrad.
What do you think is going to be in our deck from here?
I can't believe the wooden defense is now. Do they have a way out? 6 life, like they could.
I know it's still tense. Like,
oh, if you haven't seen,
you want to. Yeah, you want to hear about the iron defense? Oh boy.
See, right now we have the wooden defense, which is one of the 5 elemental defenses. You know, at some point we will discover what all the different defenses are, but you know, the iron defense, which is a subset of the metal defense, the wooden defense. Then
while we have time to chat, do you want to tell them what the iron defense was?
Yeah, so the iron defense was a game where we were playing against in a gauntlet against an opponent who was trying to deck us. Their deck was a combo deck dedicated to generating not infinity, which is important, a large sum of mana, and using that mana to make us draw a very large amount of cards, generally 100.
Yeah, it was the brainstorm variant of moment of genius.
Yeah, stroke of genius.
Stroke of genius.
So
something of genius.
But in the way that the event was coded, it was a limited event. But you were playing with constructed decks. So, in a limited deck, as you just saw, we could go up to a 41 card deck by putting in any number of basics. So the iron defense, our deck had basically a 0% matchup against this combo deck. Like, that combo deck was busted, and like our best hand couldn't put up a real fight. Like, we were maybe like 1 in, like, I don't know, I'd say 1 in 50 on that match. And like, that's just our opponent getting screwed on cards. But, so we just put in 1,000 mountains. 1,000. Our opponent's combo was not infinite. It could generate a lot of mana, but not all of it. Okay.
Yeah. The fun part was we did the math later. I don't know if it's actually
Yeah.
someone did the math later, and if our opponent had used absolutely all of their resources at their disposal, they could have just done it.
Yeah. They could no, their deck had no creatures. It was a combo deck with no other way to win but making your opponent draw their
Yeah,
deck.
it didn't have any attacking for damage whatsoever.
Yeah, there was no they had no way to attack and they could just draw cards. The deck was almost invincible. That's why we had to go with the Iron Defense, because the deck would combo off in turn 3 with all these grim monolith style mana bullshit. I hope our opponent is does have an out in the sense that they're just trying really hard to find it.
It seems like they haven't played lands in a while. That's kind of wild.
They were out of hand.
Oh, or they just
they threw everything into the Grimoire, so
yeah, all the same.
Yeah. So we defeated them by the Iron Defense, and then I conceded the match because I felt that it was a bit rude to win through the mechanics of the client rather than anything else.
You're far too charitable. I was ready to make him try it again.
We got the highlight out of it, and that's all I needed.
Okay.
Yeah, what we were here for.
True.
I haven't checked the chat in this. Usually it beeps if you have a chat message. The game has ended.
Oh my god!
The game has ended. And that's how you play Innistrad. And that is the Supreme Draft. You pick Lost in the Woods, pick 15, and then you're
not even in green. You're not
even in green.
Point.
Because nobody will expect the wooden defense. I'm so fucking happy. Holy shit.
I had heard legends of people doing that.
Same here. What a beautiful way to end our run through. Yeah, but I hope I'll have to make another highlight. Oh my god, I haven't made highlight videos in a long time, but that one has to be in there. Anyway,
I would definitely earned it.
So that is it. That is all for tonight. That is the perfect way to end this on our run through Supreme Draft.
Just let that be a lesson to you kids. When you go to Innistrad, do not get lost in the woods.
Well, think of our decks. Remember how dead we were to enchantment. Right? What
right?
If we ran into the wooden wizard, we would not have been able to defeat the wooden wizard. Anywho, that's gonna be it. Next week just starts Innistrad drafting. It's just triple Innistrad. Triple Innistrad's a cool format. It has sort of a give and take to it, where if too many people at the table try to draft the spider spawning deck, the person the person at the table who recognizes this grabs 4 travel preparations and kills everyone. But there's also all sorts of other cool decks you can come up with. So anyway, thank you, Kaz, for jumping in on that one. I'm so glad that you were for the Lost in the Woods dream.
Oh man, this is better than my expectations by a mile.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody else in the chat. Hope you all had fun. If you want to catch more of this, you can always follow us when we go live. You can always subscribe, access to Cool Skulls, Cool Slime, supporting the channel. Thank you to everybody who did subscribe today. Duet, Green Intern, Modifin, Nick Themeron, Anthony Grunstrom. Thank you very much for that. It helps to keep things rolling. Tomorrow, Luke and I are starting Sonic Adventure 2. Luke has never played the game, so I need Luke to experience this. So that's tomorrow's stream. So anyway, thank y'all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.